such a difference from what it looked like when you bought this place.
Big difference.
Ah! She puts her vegetables in with her scissors. Welcome to my bedroom. Okay, so actually, it's her bedroom. I might be a little jealous.
Come on in.
Wow.
Can I take your purse?
Oh, yeah. Here you go, thanks. Wow, Leslie, this looks so good. Leslie has done so much to this house, and I'll tell you a little bit more about how we met and how we even know each other in the first place. But tell us what you did based on where it was.
It was just so dark in here, and
well, it wasn't like a faux finish.
It was
plaster looking, like sponge painted.
Yeah,
kind of leftover from the Tuscan era.
Mustardy with some brown in it. The first thing I did, like literally week 2 of being here, I just had painters come in and paint everything Dove White.
Dove White, yeah.
The whole
I love
house.
Benjamin Moore.
Yeah,
it's a
Benjamin
great color.
Moore. And I had more lights put in everywhere. Like
the candlelights?
The candlelights.
Yeah. Well, you know what, and are they on dimmers?
They are on dimmers.
Yeah,
yes.
It makes all the difference in the world.
But I like it bright.
I love the beams in the ceiling. I love the really high, and this is a very open floor plan. But what's cool about it is not only she has this U-shaped furniture here, which is very conversational, awesome matching pair of side tables here, and then a different one on this side next to the 2 chairs. The perfect size rectangular coffee table in the middle, a focal point of a television, a fireplace, and built-ins. And I love your lamps. Now, I don't remember, is that a new lamp right there?
Now the lamp you've seen before, but several lampshades in here are new.
Wow, it looks great.
I found this site called Pookie. I am obsessed with this website.
Oh, wow. We'll have to put a link in the description box below. I love how you did the grouping of art pieces over here. Now, one thing I want to tell you guys is you have heard of Leslie before, and you might have even seen her, a little short clip when she was at my house. Remember when I did the Nancy Meyers aesthetic look in the Something's Complicated, and that was where I did my kitchen. Well, I'm not necessarily a cook, but Leslie is definitely a cook, and she let me borrow all these things from her kitchen, including the bar stools, which a lot of you said, oh, keep the bar stools. I'm like, I'm not sure Leslie would be so happy about that. Anyway, that was all from Leslie, so she's been a dear friend. And then you've got a nice piece of art here, your elephant.
This is a water buffalo from Africa.
That's a water buffalo? You know what? Oh, see, I see it here. That's his face, right?
That's, well, yeah, the whole, that's
well,
his
I don't have my glasses on. I need to get my glasses on. Take me into your dining room, because I see you've made some changes in here, too. Oh, man, you're right. This wallpaper looks so good in here.
It's
definitely bold, and it's grass cloth. So how are you with the seams?
I took a little adjusting.
Yeah.
And
it's something I used to always tell my clients if ever I specified grass cloth, is to say, you're looking at a little piece this big and it looks perfect, but you always have seams and they don't come together perfectly. But that's part of it. It's kind of like wearing linen, right?
Yeah.
It's good if you have wrinkles, because it means it's not a poly linen blend. It's actually linen, and that's what grass cloth is, which is a high-end, I think, a quality luxury type of wall covering. Look at your table.
Yeah, do you notice the binoculars in the middle?
Oh,
that's from your Christmas collection.
This is in my family room this year. Did you take these from my house?
But I got them at Amber Marie.
Oh, yeah. So they're still selling them this time of year, huh? I just love binoculars. It's something I used to always buy at garage sales, or vintage stores, because I think they look great in bookcases and stuff. This is super cute. So here's a little fun fact about my friend Leslie here. She has gotten obsessed with tablescapes.
Yes.
She spends hours scouring Facebook. What's the name of the fan or the group that you're in?
Well, there's a bunch. There's maybe 10 different ones. The
She's
art
in
of tablescaping.
10 different groups. But anyway, these people are crazy about their china. They have all these different sets of silverware, glasses, and they spend hours creating the perfect tablescape.
Yes.
And then they photograph it. And then they take it down. No one even comes over. I'm like, you know what? Here's the deal. I don't mind. It's not up to me, but I'm happy that you're into the tablescapes. But come on, invite me over because she's a really good cook. We should at least, not consecrate. What's the word? Dedicate.
Well, and then when I put pictures out there, people go, "Oh, you had a dinner and you didn't invite me?"
Right? There's a couple things in this room. Well, let's take a look at what this dining room looked like before Leslie moved in. All right, would you not say this is a big transformation? But tell me, Leslie, about these art pieces. These are new. I haven't seen them.
So they are new, and they are.
They look like Picasso.
I think it's from the same era, kind of. It's called Cubism. And my friend Steve, who you've met.
Yes. And we're gonna tour Steve's home in a couple of weeks. Wait till you see it. I haven't seen it yet. Leslie tells me it is like better than both of our houses put together. So I have some really high expectations.
So it's Steve's roommate is the artist, and I just think they're so interesting.
And it brings all your colors in and kind of your abstract, geometric shapes that you have throughout your house. And then tell us about this light fixture.
This I got in town, and it is treated banana leaves.
I thought it was capiz shells. Seriously?
It's banana leaves. And I was actually...
Treated. I hope they're treated. Can you imagine?
I was in California visiting my son and his family, and I saw one that was dark, like brown, I think.
Right, I've seen that look.
And it was the treated banana leaves. I like this
almost
way,
looks like
way
tortoise.
Better. Yeah.
I like this too. And then was this medallion
the
already
medallion
on the ceiling?
was there, and I opted to keep it. I think it adds a little more drama.
A little panache.
A little panache.
All right, well, let's go around this way and take a look. I think this is brilliant. I really do.
I love it.
I mean, I've done double blinds before where you can get something that's a blackout or solid, for privacy, and then one that gives you that sheer look through. But they're on two separate tracks.
Yeah.
I've never seen it where it's
Connected.
I recently did an episode on window treatments. I made a bold statement that I'm not a big lover of printed fabric on window treatments. And the reason is, it's so bright you can't see. If what Leslie wanted you to get was this very solid, like about the leaf, then this would not have been a good fabric to use. But what Leslie was looking for was a look of these colors. And as long as that's what you're after is just the color, then this is perfect. Good job, I'm proud of you. So this view right here, oh my gosh, Leslie, this is incredible. Now, I remember when you said you were going to get your kitchen done, and I thought, it's actually a pretty nice kitchen, but this is way better.
It is, and the reason why I didn't just paint and kind of make it not look so French is because of the refrigerator. And the refrigerator was a small refrigerator. It was an old refrigerator.
Okay, so here's the moral of the story. If you dislike your refrigerator, it's gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you a lot if you happen to be Leslie. Love this over here, this integrated wall that you have your refrigerator in, and you know what I'm talking about, right? It looks like a refrigerator. I mean, it is a refrigerator, but it looks like cabinets. And then over here, this is a pull-out thing, and that's where you have like your...
It's kind of a pantry. My microwave is in there, pots and pans.
These are the illustrious bar stools that I borrowed. And by the way, while we're
really
here,
comfortable.
I do love your floor here. Your floor is beautiful, inlaid. It's like concrete.
It's part of the foundation, basically.
What?
Yeah, it's...
I hope you got a discount for that. They didn't have to put flooring all over the place. They just stripped it out. Anyway, these are so comfortable.
They are so comfortable.
Didn't you say these are by Uttermost? I think that's what you told me.
I think so.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna get some because a lot of you said I should. You guys cost me a lot of money, by the way. Knock it off. Anyway, this is so nice. And because you don't call yourself a chef. I do, because she actually cooks. Anyone that really cooks is a chef. But she does so much. I've been here many times for my birthday and Easter, and when is Jambalaya Day?
We kind of missed it.
Is this just, first off, it looks so good. Now, I've been here while you were in transition, and you've had different things over here.
Yeah, I didn't have anything there for a long time.
But let me tell you why I love this. This reminds me of one of the reasons I love the holiday kitchen. They've got an island, and they've got all this, but they also have, it's like a living room in the kitchen.
And it's great when I do entertain, because people can sit here and still talk to me.
Exactly.
And then people can be over there.
Because we need to keep you in the kitchen where you are so talented.
But I come and sit here all the time. I read here. I love this spot. And I was
a neat
kind
little
of,
thing to have in a kitchen. And I love all of the divided light windows and the casement around it. It looks like it's like a pickled pine or something. I love your lights. This is a cool shade.
That came from Pookie also.
Really?
I just love.
Okay, so for so long, you guys know I have talked about, in fact, in my own home, I have the drum shades. That's been the look. It's been the trend when it comes to lamps, and anything that went like this was super dated and and I still think this is kind of a little out. But this now coming down like this, and this one's scalloped. If you look at it from the top, it's literally so. And I like the fact that it's got a printed fabric on it.
Yes.
For your style of home. It is
right. And that's why I
perfect.
say I'm obsessed with this site, because there's just so many different things.
Can you customize it? Like, could you pick this shade with a different fabric?
Yes. Oh, yeah. They have like a bunch of different ones.
And it's called Pookie?
Pookie.
I love that. Okay, so this area, and then this piece of art here, that just pulls it all together. This piece of art is like decorating the whole room. So there's a connection. I'm seeing a sense of flow from repeating a matter and a color from one room to the next, and that's what's making your house feel so cohesive. She's done a good job.
But this is interesting too. I bought this online.
Really?
And it was, I don't know, I can't remember. It was before Christmas or something, and I didn't open it for like 2 months. I was gone, and just stuff was going on, and I didn't open it.
She gets packages. She just, I'll get to it when I feel like it. Let's be nice, Les.
Finally opened it, and I was like, okay, those are not the colors that I thought it was going to be. But I'd had it for so long, I couldn't return it.
That's the reason you're supposed to open your packages.
So it wasn't framed, and I pinned it up in the room right here. And I just didn't like it. And I'm like, I'm just gonna take a wash on this. Like, this is not gonna work. And then my friend Hannah said, you know what? She actually did this whole area and a lot of the color. She's been a great friend helping me. And she said, let's try it over there.
You know what?
And it works.
Not only works, in my opinion, it is the key. So that's a really good lesson, right? You may have something, and you probably opened it when you got it, but you may have something that you thought was going to work and it does, and then try it in different locations because
it's a big lesson for me.
It is amazing how the right piece in the right spot, these pillows here, these flowers here, and this, bam! It was like bingo. Do you remember the name of your countertops? Because it's beautiful. It's a quartzite, right?
Yes, it is Taj Mahal.
That's Taj Mahal?
I know.
You know what?
There's a reason it's a classic. It just,
well, I know, but I don't remember.
So good.
I think the only Taj Mahal I have used is honed.
Oh.
So being in polished, it looks quite different.
Yeah.
It looks brighter, whiter.
I
it's
love
beautiful.
it. I spent a lot of time looking, and
I'm sure you did. I mean, we know how much time you spend on your tablescapes. Okay. Love the fact that you did the brushed brass on your knobs and your hardware. You've got a beautiful 48-inch range and a hood, master hood. I think this is a great hood cover. You know, a lot of people struggle with what to do.
I wanted something simple. And,
yeah.
And my plan was to put a piece of art up there, and it hasn't happened yet, but.
It's timeless. You know, like I do like the ones that come in, but then it gives that French chateau look.
Definitely didn't want
There's
that.
so many different shapes to hoods, and I think it almost reminds me of people who do fancy backsplashes, right? One, you know, the year that the grapes and the wine bottles were a thing, and we paid a lot of money for that stuff, and then 5, 6, 8 years later, you're like, oh, I'm so tired of it. But this backsplash is perfect because it just comes straight up. And that kind of hood is something that you'll be happy with for a long time. Yeah. It's not going to go in or out. And then, hey, this looks like a galley sink.
It is a galley sink.
You know what? The name of the manufacturer is Galley. And guess what? They're made in Tulsa. Their main headquarters, and they originated from Tulsa. And I didn't know that because I've used Galley sinks in my luxury homes for years.
Oh, really?
Yes. And then I came to Tulsa and I was looking up Galley for something, and I was like, wait a minute, they're actually from here? See, cool people.
Yes.
Cool people live in Tulsa. You know what? Oh, ouch. Oh, I'm getting old. I just oh, I might need to stay the night. Do you know that when I had my hand surgery, you guys, a lot of you follow me on Facebook and Instagram, you know I had hand surgery. Leslie's the one that picked me up from the hospital, and then she said, I can't take you home. And I was here,
no way she could be alone.
3 nights, 4 days. And let me tell you, I never ate so good in my life. So I'm thinking about having another surgery.
Oh, really?
Yes, I think a facelift would be just the thing.
Oh my gosh, what's the recovery on that?
A couple of months. I really do love your kitchen. It turned out great. And here's the thing, when your kitchen is part of your living space, all the more reason why you really want it to be cohesive. And you know, you walk into this house and the kitchen's one of the first things you see, so it better be beautiful. Yes, I love this space, Leslie.
Thank you.
Now tell me what this looked like before. Let's take a look.
Originally, there was an ice maker right here that was so unbelievably loud that it would wake me up at night with my door closed.
All the way over there.
All the way over there. And
imagine what it would be like for the guest.
And
the guest room, by the way, is right there. That's where I stayed when I was ambulatory. I was recuperating from this.
So I took that out and I did this like at the very beginning.
Is this cabinet new?
Yes.
Okay, and then the countertop, you brought the same Taj Mahal over here. You brought it up the back, and then I love the fact that the shelves are actually Taj Mahal too. You know, I'm always saying if you can avoid having any upper cabinets on your cooktop wall, it always looks so classy.
I know, it does look
So this is the lack of upper cabinets is what really made this look amazing. But I think that silver service set is just beautiful.
Yeah, that was my grandmother's.
And see, when you can have pieces like this that are from family, it just makes it so special. And this is actually, you use it as your coffee bar.
It's my coffee bar.
Okay. The most obvious thing, did you take the door off?
I took the door off. There was no space for it.
It looks so good. It's such a small space. Now this is a typical pantry, but you've got more of your table decorating stuff on here. You can't stop yourself. I mean, look at all of these silver trays.
I've just been collecting those the last couple months, that I'm using them as chargers.
And then she's got the amber glass, which I borrowed for my Something's Complicated. Not Something's Complicated. You get
Something's Gotta Give.
So, no, what? No, it's complicated. I just made the 2 movies into one. Something's Complicated, and It's Gotta Give, okay? But just take a look at how she did this. She's wrapped this around beautifully. So I really appreciate the fact that you use the same stone, again in the polished surface. It's a pencil edge surface. And then she's got cabinets, drawers, and open shelving here for additional things like placemats, dish towels, all kinds of serving pieces and the things that she uses. This alone. Oh, you have your little lamp in here from Something's Got... No, it's complicated. So here's one of the things I really love about your house that you bought, and I wish I would have thought of this when I moved. She bought a house that not only has a primary bedroom and, suite on the main floor, but also a guest room. So when I came back, although it wasn't foot surgery, my hand was not in the mood to climb stairs.
You couldn't have.
No, so I stayed in this room in this beautiful king size, is king, right? Mm-hmm. Sleigh bed, which actually, I think you got lucky. Did you have this bed before?
I did.
It looks like maybe it was something you brought with you. The stain color really goes pretty well with the floors and with the doors. And with the windows here, she has soft Roman pleated shades, a pair of matching lamps, and of course, a bed in the center, giving you a very symmetrical look. I love the piece of art right above the bed. Some pillows that maybe you brought with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's all collected over time. A beautiful piece of art, a television, and then it has its own ensuite, which was really nice.
Yes.
You know what? How about let's take them outside?
Okay.
You guys want to see the outside now? It's so beautiful, honestly.
I really like
this
it.
brick. Hey, I like this. This is cute, like little sofa tables kind of thing.
Yes, and then if I'm entertaining out here, then I could put food out
Oh,
here.
that's a great idea. Having the sconces, I like the mirror in the center, a little bit of accessorizing. This is lovely. Oh, we should probably close the door so the mosquitoes don't get.
I don't think there's mosquitoes yet.
They're not here yet. That's why we like this time of year. Do you come out here much?
I do. A lot of times I'll come with a glass of wine and call my friends in California and just sit here.
You should call me.
I do call you.
I know, but I can come over for some last minute jambalaya and wine. So I know that your friend Steve, who we mentioned earlier, Steve did all of your landscaping, right? He
did.
designed the backyard,
Yes.
and I think
And the front yard.
I saw it when it went in, and it looked good, but it's really looking good now that it's growing
Yes.
and filling in. This is so pretty. Come on. Are these impatiens?
Those are actually
Oh my gosh! They're fake! Those are good fakes!
I know. I had them out here for the winter just for some color, and then I just never took them down.
Did Steve do that?
No. I think he might have been a little upset about them.
Oh my gosh, hilarious. You've got a place over here with your wood. I would not stick your hand in there if I were you.
I know, right?
And then a beautiful barbecue, a fireplace, and a television. And then over here, what's this?
So this is for my pizza maker.
You have a pizza maker?
I do.
Now I'm really mad. But I guess it's a great place to put your hot dogs
Yeah.
and your hamburgers and have people serve themselves and then come sit here at this beautiful table, be serenaded by a fan, watch the game. Oh, let's not watch the game. Let's watch YouTube. And just be surrounded by all this beautiful, almost all natural flowers and stuff. I can't believe these are fake. You got to tell me where you got these. Did you get them online?
Online.
Do you guys want a link to where you can buy
Amazon.
these? Okay, I'm going to get that link and I'm going to include it in the description box. Remember all the links I said we have to include because that's a good one. Isn't this lovely? Explain to us what you did in here because it looks amazing.
It looks totally different. On both sides, floor to ceiling, there were bookshelves, dark wood bookshelves.
A typical built-in kind of thing.
That were falling apart. The shelves would fall off and everything would break. So I was like, okay, we got to get rid of those things. My contractor, who's fabulous, Sean Cooper Construction, we came up with...
Little plug there, Sean.
He did so much with me. So came up with these brass and glass shelves. We designed the cabinet, and this actually was open. This used to be part of the patio.
Oh.
And then they built it in.
Oh, interesting.
And so...
And I love how they put in the new doors. Those are beautiful
the
with
new
the
doors.
transoms.
Yeah.
By taking out the existing cabinetry that kind of cut the space up and made it look closed in and dark, now they've replaced it with this cabinetry that goes across. And this is a European type drawer facing, but I love this hardware. where it's just on the top, right? It's not
Yes.
on the front. It's very, very like cool looking and modern. Then they've kept all of this open. So now this is perfect place for building drinks, having all kinds of hors d'oeuvres, which of course, since she cooks, it's perfect. Actually, it sounds good, I'm starving. That she can lay all across here, perfect for serving. But I love these open shelves with the brass poles, the brass holdings, the fittings, and then the glass across. And then of course, having light in the ceiling. And then she's painted the room this really rich, do you know what the color is?
Inchaya Blue by Farrow and Ball.
Who?
Farrow and Ball. Oh, they have great colors.
Oh, they have great colors. Farrow and Ball. So I think this is beautiful. I love the color combination of this camel or caramel color leather. And looks like, are these swivel chairs? Oh, does it rock too?
It does not.
Oh, thank God. So at least I'd have at least one friend by the end of the day.
But I have to say, when you moved into your house in Tulsa and you had the 4 chairs in your living room.
Yes.
I was
Is that what inspired it?
Yes.
Oh, I inspired
I
her.
didn't fully get it when I saw it at first, and it had to grow on me a little bit, but it totally works.
Good. It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
When you have 4 people
Yeah.
together, it's like the best way to like really get to know each other. Everyone's talking together rather than 2 people sitting over here and talking. You can still,
yeah.
But it's great for conversation. So let's take a look around because I see a piece of art that I recognize. It was hanging on my wall in my kitchen for at least 3 days and I miss it. Where did you get this piece?
From a dealer. It's Yosemite. It's the
Really?
Wani Hotel, and that was just a little
And
gift.
it's original.
Yeah.
Well, too bad. I was hoping she'd say she bought it online from, I don't know, a place like called Honey Pot or Pookie's or something like that. Anyway, it's a great piece, and I love the fact that it brings the colors of your furniture all together with what you chose for your walls.
Yeah.
Well done. Welcome to my bedroom. Okay, so actually, it's her bedroom. I might be a little jealous. This is an amazing bedroom. Come on and take a look.
So this furniture came from California, and
I love the 4-poster bed.
4-poster
with the
this
canopy. Yeah. Now we've got a king size bed. I love your choice of bedding. I love this with the green and the burgundy. Touches of burgundy that you have. I mean, it's just all so well done.
I do love this room.
Yeah, it looks beautiful, but let's not forget the most important thing, the ceiling.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very, well, thank you, very good. Symmetry, of course, is all around this room. Your first impression is amazing, but look at the ceiling in here and the beams. They just are incredible. And of course, all of this then leads one direction or the other. This direction takes us into Leslie's private retreat, actually like office space.
Office.
All right. And one of the things I absolutely love about it is that it's got a fireplace. I mean, how nice is that?
Yes.
And how many of you recognize this lovely piece? This is the 2 pieces that I had in my living room when I did the holiday video, and I showed you how to do it. And this is like 2 pieces of art. And Leslie was at my house, and she was like, I love, love, love that. And so she purchased them from the Royce Meyer Gallery. And it looks great in here.
It does.
Yeah, this is where you do all your thinking with her mind. And she's a little double-minded. 2 pieces of art. Did you get that? All right, great place to sit. Is this another swivel?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, Leslie, do you ever sit still? Are you ADHD?
No, I put my feet up. I've got a magazine, a book, the TV.
And high ceilings with beams. Man, this is the life. I cannot wait to see it. I have not seen what you did in your bathroom, so I can't wait. Oh, is that another swivel chair? Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, Leslie. Love the brass fixtures and faucets, the framed mirror, and those sconces are gorgeous.
I love the sconces, yes.
With the onyx as the light. Beautiful, and you've got one on either side. And it looks like it holds a lot of storage.
It holds a lot of storage.
But come on, this with a pillow inside.
Oh, that pillow.
Is that it can be wet?
Yes.
Can you send me a link to that?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I love
My
that.
kids got it for me for Mother's Day, I think last year. And it is so good.
Really? Wow. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? And I love also you brought that over again.
I love alabaster.
I do too.
I love alabaster.
Yeah, I do too. Beautiful.
And the color's pigeon. I remember this one.
Pigeon for the cabinets?
Pharaoh and ball pigeon. No, for the walls.
Oh, pigeon is the walls. Pharaoh and ball. You know, that's the bougie one. And what is the color of the cabinet?
I believe this is Chateau by Benjamin Moore.
It's gorgeous. And that's a good color to write down. I actually did a 1-hour consultation. I don't know if you guys know I do those where I spend an hour with them on a Zoom call and I help them with their homes. And I was trying to give a perfect color for kitchen cabinets that would be sort of in a muddy grayish, you know, sort of a taupe kind of feel. Yeah. That's a really pretty color. I love it. And I do love this pigeon.
Yes,
pigeon.
That's
an interesting name. And I love the tile that you have going around the bottom. Was that there originally or did you put that in?
I picked that one.
Beautiful.
Well, actually, the tub was closer over there.
But you put it dead center.
I did.
Good job. Woo! Design Sessions member there. And then she also has a really beautiful custom closet that has a window in it. You want to take a look at that? We'll take a quick peek. Can we look at your closet?
Yeah, actually, you should look at the mirror too.
Well, let's do that first. Why does it look familiar? I've seen it somewhere. Is that
Daniel?
I was going to say,
yeah.
Daniel has it in his guest bathroom upstairs. That's where I've seen it. Do you have a link for that too?
I do.
Oh boy. Oh, this looks so good. Oh, and that's great. You have a place for your luggage.
For my luggage, yes.
And
not as creative as how you do it, because I always look at rooms and go, where could I put luggage in here?
I do too.
Yeah, and
that's
you
important.
Always come up with great ideas.
Well, when I'm designing for clients.
For clients,
not for myself. Mine is underneath of my clothes, and my clothes get, that's just real life. But yeah, that works out great. Oh wow, look at that light fixture.
That was one of the first things I did.
But I love this, having this open for your purses and then for your shoes. It's beautiful. And I'm sure if we open these, we'd see all your clothes. You will not open those. We will not open them, but we would see it. This is done very well. I like even the runner down the center and a little. How do you get up to get your stuff? Do you have a?
Well, I do. I just remembered that I had this from what I had before because they had 3 layers. And so you needed something to pull the top layer down.
Yeah.
And so I had gotten this and I'd forgotten all about it. I keep a little step stool there, but I could, now that I remember this,
great.
I can use this.
That's perfect. So I have to tell you guys something. First off, I have to tell you that my feet hurt. So I'm going to put my slippers on and I am going to, before your very eyes, do a disappearing act and be about the same height as Leslie. I know, that's why I wear heels, especially when I film, but my feet hurt. See, we're not that different in height. Okay, so when I've been to Leslie, I had been to Leslie's house maybe 2, maybe 3 times before I ever knew that there was a whole nother part of this house that I'd never seen. And somebody said in our group said, hey, how's the upstairs coming? Because she was making changes upstairs too. And I said, I've never been up there. I see a staircase. I've never been up there. And she goes, oh, it's still in process. So I said, I want to go see. So I went upstairs. I walked upstairs and guys, I died. I said, Leslie, this is my favorite part of your entire house. You color drenched.
Way, way better up here.
Love the color that you chose. Look how cute those little curtains are. They still went to the ceiling. and the curtains on the end of this room. I love the ceiling in here. I love that you color drenched the whole place. What is the color that you guys used? You know?
It's Farrow and Ball Mizzle.
Okay, she has got it. I've never heard of Farrow and Ball before. Farrow and Ball, you need to know who I am, and you need to like call me. Or I need to know who you are anyway. I love you've got this U-shaped setting here. Here's what this upper floor is. There's 2 bedrooms up here and this. So actually 3 bedrooms. I'd call this like a studio apartment.
Kind of, yeah.
You know, because you've got your living room and your bedroom.
Extra bedroom.
I want to sleep over there. Have you slept up here yet?
No.
Oh, come on, we should. I mean, this just looks so good, so cozy. Do your kids love staying up here?
Yeah, yeah.
I would imagine they do.
The grandkids love their little room that we'll see.
Oh, so there's a grandkids room, yay. But this window here, arched in the stained wood. Again, they're printed window treatments, but you don't need to see the actual pattern. You just get the colors that come from it, and it looks so good. Love the fact that you have 2 different area rugs up here, but they complement each other. You know, they don't compete with each other. And then I even think this cute little olive tree looks great in the corner. It just sort of fills the space. It's very airy. This color is so calming. And then a nice little chair over here, place to have your coffee. Coffee cuppy?
Coffee cuppy.
I know. Who doesn't love a coffee cuppy?
And all the soft furniture is all Wayfair.
Really? Wait, don't tell me. Are these swivel chairs? Oh my gosh, I think we just came across the swivel chair capital of the world. Leslie, did you realize that nearly every chair in your house is a swivel
chair?
This right here is like a lesson in how to decorate a small space or even a studio apartment or your own apartment. This is basically like an apartment.
Right?
Yes. Without a kitchen. There's a bathroom and 2 more bedrooms. So let's go take a look at those. I think this is a really cute bedroom, you know, guest room. You have a chair, you have a king-size bed, 1 nightstand, some nice artwork, but let's lead on into the room that really matters.
It does.
Because
it is little people, littles.
It's the littles. This looks way better.
Yes.
Wow. So
originally the bunk bed was here.
I
and
remember
Rebecca came in here and said, move that bunk bed.
I did.
And she was absolutely right. A huge difference in here. There's more room.
It worked out so great. I remember getting a tape measure out.
And
she goes, oh, it won't fit.
You and Dorian were like measuring.
Right. And not only did it fit this way, which with the ceiling coming in is challenging, it fit this way, but it also fits this way so well because it fits within this alcove so beautifully. And I think that is really sweet. Does it bother you or scare you that someone's going to fall out the window or anything?
It does a little bit, but one of the reasons I say I bought the house was because of the middle grandchild, Kaya. I could just picture her standing there, Poppy, I want to go with you.
Aww, she's Poppy. That's so cute. That's really
so,
sweet. It would be a great little book nook.
They are told,
nook,
yes, they
right?
are told not to go over there, and they've abided by that.
So far, no children found in the driveway, so that's good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This was so fun.
Good. I had a good time too. I think your house, you know, I have seen it a number of times, but you've really gotten it to the place where it feels like it's you.
And it feels home. Finally feels home.
Good.
For me.
Okay. People ask me all the time, why did you move to Tulsa? And I said, of course, the people are friendly, but the number one reason was the cost of real estate was still affordable. And I wanted to have a dream home. I could never have had that in California. So hats off to you. You did a much better job. I like her house better than mine. It's certainly better for our stage in life. You still have an upstairs for your guests, right?
Yes.
And I mean, it works out really great. But all that to say, if you had some tips, like when you were looking, you came out here, that's when I met her. She came to my Christmas open house first time, and she told me, I flew out from California. And I said, for my Christmas open house? And she said, yes. There are 4 of us in this little group, and I called these guys my California contingent. They've all moved out here to Tulsa, and 3 of them are, well, you two, you and Jason, are the ones who came here as a direct result of us moving here. And it's not because they were following, they're not creepers.
Although I do tell everybody I stalked you here.
Yes, she kind of did. It's not that way. It's just that we opened their eyes to the city of Tulsa. So what was your, your main top 3 things on your list of things you had to have?
I needed a bedroom on the main floor because I am getting older.
Right.
And I wanted a attached garage. Attached garage.
Leave me a comment below. I know I have a lot of Tulsa people who follow my videos, and let us know where you're from and tell us why the Midwest and all the middle of the country has detached garages.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
And then what was the third thing?
one was a pool, which I did not get.
Okay.
But I'm fine with it.
Okay.
Like, use yours.
The 3 things on Leslie's list, I got 2 of the 3, and you got 2 of the 3. Right. I got the pool, and I got I have a detached garage, but it has that thoroughfare
walkway,
thing. So so you don't have to go out in the weather. Plus mine happens to have a guest house above it. So that was a plus. But I didn't get a primary bedroom or any bedrooms on the main floor. And now that I'm 4 years older than I was when I got here, I realized, that time is coming sooner than later. And I wish I had done that. So you did a great job. But just keep those things in mind. I think I should do a video on when you're going to look for a house, things
I think that's a great idea.
You should look for and things that you should avoid. What do you guys think of that? Leave me a comment below. And if you have anything that you would add to a list of things to avoid, leave that, because I'd love to get, everybody's ideas of what those things are. The thing I could say is a corner fireplace. I would avoid a house with I would avoid a house.
You wanted it.
I would avoid a house with a corner fireplace. You did very, very well.
Thank you.
You did better than I did.
And it was fast.
Was it?
It was very fast. Yes. I looked for a day and a half. There wasn't a lot on the market, and I saw this and came back the next day and put my offer in.
Wow. And she got accepted. All right, good job. Bam.
Thank you.
Yes.
Can I say, I have learned so much from you.
Oh.
Look, I'm gonna cry. I know that's shocking. I just, like the upstairs, the kids' room, you have an eye that you just visually see things immediately. And I really have learned a lot from you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. She's also a member of the design sessions, and I know that a lot of your design acumen that you have acquired has come from being there.
Absolutely.
So there'll be a link in the description box below if you want to join the design sessions. And I mean, honestly, let me just tell you this. How many of you have ever made a mistake in your home? And has it cost you some money? Right? How many of you have ever made a mistake that cost you more than $120? Do you know that you can be a member of the design sessions for an entire year for $120? And you can avoid all of those mistakes. So don't look at it as it costs me money. Look at it as it saves me money. All right, well, I appreciate this. And
thank you so much.
You're so welcome. And I just want you to know that we've talked about Steve's home is going to also be part of this series. And these are going to be coming out every few weeks in the next couple months. But we're also including Jason and Tracy, who are also part of the California contingent. And I'll tell you more about them as we meet them and move to their houses, and how we all eventually got together and became good friends. Well, you guys, this has been fun. I hope you have picked up some things. Please leave us a comment. What did you see in Leslie's house today that you were incredibly impressed with? Did you learn anything new? What do you think about me having this fun friend who's willing to take care of me? I didn't realize we were the same age. That's a bummer. Who's going to take care of who when we really get old? I mean, that's a bummer. But
Jason.
That's right, Jason. He's the youngest of our California contingent friends. So you guys are going to get to meet him. All right, I guess I can just keep talking. I'm sorry. I need to go eat right now because I'm starving.
I've got some stuff for you.
Bam, you said the right word. All right, I love you, Leslie. Thanks so much for
oh my gosh.
doing all this. And
it's a great opportunity.
It was, but, well, I'm glad you think so. I hope that because we had a date for filming, it kind of gave you a deadline, right?
It did.
Yeah, you got a lot done.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I did get a lot done.
I need a deadline. I got some things to get done. All right, I will see you.
In the kitchen for lunch.
And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Neither of us want to bend over. You have vegetables in your
because
drawer.
I didn't want them in the bowl.
She's hiding her vegetables in the
And
drawer.
those don't
in
go
her
in the
junk drawer.
They don't go in the refrigerator.
She's got a brand new kitchen and she puts her vegetable. Look,
bulbs.
Ah! She puts her vegetables in with her scissors.